Hello everyone, my name is Cameron. Welcome back to the channel, and as you can see, my hair is kind of frizzy, to put it lightly. Let me move the camera so I have a bit more light. Nope, other way. There we go. Troubleshooting while I'm recording. So as you can see, I kind of just got out of work. I'm still in my work shirt. My hair's all fucked up because I've had a hat on for the last 8 fucking hours. But I really quick wanted to give you guys my final impression off of Fallout 76's beta. So I didn't really do this. I planned on doing this during the live stream. Let me fix my hair really quick. During the live stream yesterday, and I was just getting kind of bored of playing and tired and wanted to take a break. I streamed for 5 fucking hours yesterday, and then realized afterwards when I went to record my Jurassic World Evolution episode that I had muted my mic and had it muted for quite a long time because it was about maybe, I don't know, some time before I ended the stream where I muted my mic. So for about probably the last hour of the stream, my mic was muted, and for the entirety of a half-hour episode of Jurassic World Evolution, my mic was also muted. And I didn't realize because I'm stupid. So I scrapped an entire episode of Jurassic World Evolution, which I will go over what I did during yesterday on Sunday's episode. But I also wanted to kind of give you guys my thoughts on Fallout 76 after playing about 7 hours and 20 minutes or so of the beta. My hair is really starting to bug me. Give me 1 second. There we go. That's much better. My hair was literally just pissing me off so much, and I was like, all right, you know what? I cannot have my hair freaking out. I'm freaking out on my hair the entire video because it keeps going in my face. Okay, so my final impressions of Fallout 76 after the beta. I'm trying to find the words for this. I liked it. I liked the game. The game plays very nicely. It does play a lot like it's an online version of Fallout 4, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. I actually really enjoyed Fallout 4, and I really enjoy the way that Fallout 76 is shaping up, even if it's currently only even if it was currently only in the beta. But it is heading into the actual game release in 4 days, so Wednesday. Excuse me. Sorry, 5 days. It's still the 9th. And I'm very excited to see where it goes from here and to see what ends up happening when the actual game comes out. Now, if you watched either of the 2 streams, you will know that I did quite a lot of exploring. I got very over-encumbered a lot. I did a bit of PvP. I teamed up with someone and did some questing. I wanted to try to kind of get a huge amount of everything into the game, so that way, for those of you who may not have known or may have been on the fence for Fallout 76, you could kind of see, okay, this is what the game looks like, this is how the game plays. And I really enjoyed doing that. It gave me a lot of experiences with all of the different aspects of the game. The PvP works very nicely. First off, if you are scared that someone's just going to sit there killing you the entire time, that's not how the game works. It's not like Rockstar with GTA Online. It's completely different. PvP doesn't work the same way as it does in other games. It's not someone comes up, shoots you, and then you're dead. It's someone comes up and shoots you, and until you engage back, they do a minuscule amount of damage. They do smaller amounts of damage until you start engaging back. If you did watch the stream yesterday, you noticed that I had killed someone who had a wanted level. That is something I really enjoy that the game has, that they have wanted levels, and it's like, okay, if someone's wanted and, there's someone in this, there's some reason they're wanted, whatever reason it is, it's very easy to go out and attack them, and I was able to kill someone who's wanted, and then I'm not sure if it was someone who's trying to kill the guy who's wanted, or if they just were friends with that guy or whatever, but someone else came and attacked me, and then I killed them right after. I managed to kill 2 people in about the span of a minute and a half. And then we went and we explored some more stuff. We found one of the nuclear silo keys. We found some higher leveled areas. I got my ass handed to me by a level 14 diseased something or other. I literally can't remember what the name of it is. I died 3 or 4 times, maybe 5 in that second stream. I didn't die at all in the first stream. Although, to be fair, the first stream was only 2 hours compared to 5 hours and 15, 20 minutes. But again, the game was really well done. I managed to not die by players, which is what I liked. I feel like the building could definitely be changed up a bit. The big issue I have with it is it's very difficult to go find a flat spot to build something on. Like, as you guys noticed in yesterday's stream, I made a blueprint for a cabin design, which I can't take credit for. The cabin design was actually something that Cordless V and 3 eyes, Cordless 8, whatever you want to say, actually kind of did, and it was kind of inspired by the cabin design he made. So I ended up turning it into a blueprint, and I went and just ran around the map for what felt like forever until I finally found a spot where I was like, okay, I like this spot. This is where I'm going to build my cabin. I actually ended up choosing the workshop we took over, Billings Homestead, and built my cabin there, which is probably not the best idea, and I'm planning to move at some point during the actual game. There was an island across from Billings Homestead that I did go to use, and I couldn't make it to that, and that kind of disappointed me because that'd be kind of a really cool area to make your base. You know, one, you don't have to deal with the elements from other players constantly attacking you because they may not see your base, and also you also probably don't have to deal with creatures as much. But I understand kind of the reason to not do that. You do still want to kind of have the PvE, PvP nature of the game still sitting there. But it definitely seems like it's hard to go find a spot where it's flat ground to make your base, and that very much disappointed me. Especially because you can't really go around and destroy anything. It's not like you can just destroy certain things. You can't go destroy all of the trees and rocks in your area. You can destroy like some big cars, and that's about it. Trees, rocks, that stuff, you can't get rid of that and have it be something that you've taken away from that area. So it very much makes where you place your camp or where you're using your workshop it really kind of like narrows it down, like, okay, you really need to focus on where you're placing this. You can't really destroy as much as you could in Fallout 4, which I guess either A, was something they're just doing for the beta and you'll be able to destroy more when the actual game is fully released, or B, is something that you cannot do. You can't go in and destroy a bunch of chairs and tables and stuff. You can't destroy the trees and the nature and all that because it'd be probably too much for the server to handle. If you did that, it'd probably be a very lengthy, difficult thing for the server to handle and be put on the server, having that be different on everyone's screens. And you come up to building homestead, it's completely different than what you expect to see. It might be a little bit difficult for the servers to handle. So I do kind of understand that. I do like the fact that we can have stash boxes, and it seems like there's other storage means, which is very nice. If you guys have played The Elder Scrolls Online, which personally I have, and it sucks because the fact of the matter is that you have to pay to get a house that you can't even fucking put anything in. You can't put any of your stuff in there. You can't store any of it. And someone's like, oh, well, it'd be too intensive on the servers to have that stuff stored there all the time. Not really, because the bank vault things that you can do where you can store all of your crafting ingredients are literally the exact same thing as a storage container. This being proved by the fact that Fallout 76 has stash containers for you to put your stuff in, that it's not going to be too intensive on a server. Again, I think this does kind of come down, though, to the nature of the games. Elder Scrolls Online is very much a game where you're seeing a lot of people and you're having a lot more interaction, whereas Fallout 76, it's more built to be, okay, there's less people because it's an apocalyptic wasteland, so there's less people on a given server at a given time. Also, they did say there would be no NPCs. Now, I'm assuming this means human characters, because besides not counting the dead bodies that you find, because you do find dead raiders and dead settlers and dead responders and shit like that, there are actually non-player controlled characters. There's Graham, who's a super mutant who goes around with a Brahmin and sells things, and before you decide to try to attack him and kill him and his Brahmin, he is a level 50, so if you're just starting off in the game, I'd highly suggest not trying to attack one of the only people selling goods in the entire game. There are also iBots, Assaultrons, hell of a lot of Mr. Handys. I haven't seen a Sentry Bot yet, but I think they are in the game. But you see a lot of those types of things, and you definitely see a lot of Mr. Handies and Protectrons in the game. Also, there are other people I think, Mr. Handies you can trade with. There are also, like, booths, like, kind of settler style, like, okay, this is a specific shop sort of thing that you can go up to, and it's kind of like a vending machine, and you can get what you want specifically from that. Now, if you go to these, you can only sell those items and buy those items that would be classified in that. So if you go to like a health booth, you can't go sell guns and weapons. You have to only sell medical stuff. At least that's the way it looked when I first did it. The events are all played out very, very nicely. First off, I did a few events. I did Fertile Land, I think, was the first event I did, where you had to go kill some farm managers because they were trying to use humans as fertilizer, which was kind of a funny quest to do. It was really fun. That was the quest I did on the first day with the person I actually met the first day, and the quest played out very nicely. It was a very cool event. Getting to go in there and kind of stop robots from going crazy on humans was really fun. The second event I did was, at least I think this was the second event. I did an event, can't even remember the name of it for the life of me, where you had to go make canned meat stew with meat flavored soy chunks, vegetable mix, and dehydrated beef stock. It was really weird, and doing it by myself while over encumbered was a pain in the ass. As if you watched the stream yesterday, you probably realized, because I failed to keep all three of the facility things alive. Oh, no, wait, I did one. I don't know if that's qualified as an event. I think that was a quest where I did the tea thing yesterday. That was really fun, too. I like the new way to get recipes and stuff. You don't just have everything known right off the bat. That was a big gripe I had with Fallout 4. But they've definitely changed that aspect in this game, where you have to now go and find recipes and plans to build stuff and to make food and drinks and soup and stuff like that in your workshop. You can't just go make them. You actually have to go find those things out in the world, which is really cool. The creatures definitely are a big aspect in this game. The diseased ones are a fucking pain in the ass. But it does happen. It was really cool though. I really liked the new creatures they added. Mole miners, the glowing ants, which I think actually are technically a comeback from Fallout. Fuck, I almost said Fallout 4. Fallout New Vegas, I believe they were also in that game. We have a lot of new creatures. I think there's some returning creatures that I didn't get the chance to see personally. There's a lot more. The hell's the word I'm looking for? There's a lot more flora like flowers, vegetables, fruits, all that. There's like blackberries and firecracker berries, and there's a lot more berries and fruit and vegetables and flowers and stuff that you can go out and find, which I think is really cool. There's herbs that you can use for crafting soups and teas and other drinks and stuff like that. Yeah, they put a lot of work into this game, and personally I'm very excited for the game to be fully out and to actually get into it and play it. The first thing I think we're going to be doing when the game fully comes out is probably building up Billings Homestead a bit with some more defenses, and maybe even trying to group up with some people and chill and go do some quests and stuff. But yeah, all in all, I really enjoyed the beta for Fallout 76. The 2 whole days I got to play it because I bought it. What's funny is the day before I bought it, or the day after I bought it, was supposed to be the last beta, and then they decided to add 2 more betas, which gave me the opportunity to actually play the game in the beta before the game actually came out, which was really cool. And yeah, I really enjoyed it. I can't wait for the full game. I hope you guys join me on the journey. Stay golden. Peace.